Yo, how we doing, everybody? Good to see you. Welcome back to the afternoon stream. We're back with a little more Dune. Got a lot more farming to do, more base building, maybe some actual Atreides faction stuff like I've been meaning to do for 2 days. You know, yeah. We'll see how we do. Okay, but first I need more bodies. So let's go get more bodies. We'll go on down to here. Actually, you know what? No, we'll go right on down to here. Oop.
Good show.
More murder. Thank you, Steez, Hornsby, and Quah for the subs. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Right there. Uh-oh.
Good shot.
This place may be farmed already. I do not see any pebbles. Where are my pebbles? Yep, okay, this has been farmed. This is so random for a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, my family is at the beach. I'm going to be joining them in a couple days. So I am here by myself for a bit. So tonight and tomorrow morning we'll probably be doing some normal stream schedule. Still not sure on the cozies, but the day stream should be pretty normal until I'm done. Let's end up going to that camp. Sice One, thank you very much for the 126, buddy. Thank you. Can't see Misa Terrell without thinking of freaking Jar Jar Binks. I hate it. Freaking Jar Jar ruined it.
VIP detected.
Oh my lord. I was not prepared for everyone to have disruptors. That I was not prepared. Those are like 2 disruptors right on my face. Very rude. That's a grenade. Round 2. Woo. Okay. Great. Don't need some armor. Oh, I'm in a still suit right now. I'm not in my normal fighting gear. Okay. Are we not looted? Maybe? Let's see. Possibly. Ooh. Maybe. Grab all that too. Oh god. Nice. What's that guy? Long shot. Cool, cool, cool. I need more bodies. More bodies. There's another camp right here. Are there any camps we haven't been to around here? I don't think so. We're going to this one. Chaitan's Respite. Got the intel there. Got the intel there. We gotta do the Fable. We gotta do Wind Song. What's Wind Song? Let's go over here. Find some camps and stuff on this side. We haven't visited our neighbor. Wormsight Spire. We gotta go visit our neighbor, chat. Boop. Don't bump, 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 bump. Good God, that is delicious. Delicious. Oh, there's another base over here. Ooh, I haven't seen this one. Wait, maybe I have. Oh, I like it. Dude, love the building into the wall.
The cool parts in the cave in the front.
The cool parts in the cave in the front. Thank you. Ooh. That is cool. Look at that. They built a mountain hangar. How freaking cool. He was right. The cool part was in the front. Yep, he was absolutely right. I like it. We'll come back and keep checking that one out as it gets built. Who was that? The only traitor on the server. That's who that was. That's Vel, my mod. I think, Vel, are just you working on that, or is it you and Kleinix right now? Yeah, it looks fantastic. Yellow. Only one corpse? Jeez. Good to go try to get some agave real quick. It's over here. So we got some people here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey. Hey. Where you going? I don't trust that for a second. Okay. Ow. Hurt. Oh. Going back. Yoink. Bottom side. Alright, let's go back down. Should probably be checking these guys for bandages, at least. Alright. I thought the shield attracted worms. It absolutely does. The shield does attract worms when you're in the worm area. This is not the worm area. We're currently over hard rock, and the worm cannot go through hard rock. More of an indie rock kind of worm. His name is Dave. Where is... There we go. So we're going there. Let's see. There's some. Not yet. That's true, yeah. Oh, is somebody out here getting agave. Wall bang. Son of a biscuit. Oh, there's some. I really hope we can grow plant fiber and agave at some point. Make like farms in our base. Gotta supply it with water to get plants out of it. That'd be very cool. Oh.
Who's there? I see someone.
Boom. Okay. Wait. Which one's my bird? Is that... There it is. Okay, I was going to say. Because there's also the one at my base. Cohh just wants to make spiced tequila. Gavin gets it. Gavin gets it. Spicy. Oh, that's... no. Hi. Oh, I seem to not be able to equip my weapon or swing it. Oh, there we go. It's back. That was new and exciting. Haven't seen that before. Okay. Hey, Zinnia, how you doing? What is Cohh actually doing right now? I am collecting corpses to take back to my base. So I can use them for water. Because I need a lot of water for the stage of the game that I'm in now. Much, much, much water. Actually, you know what? I should start using this. Did I bring the blood bag? Oh, I didn't bring the blood bag. Dang it. Should have brought the blood bag. Sir! Get down from there. You're gonna hurt somebody. Jeez. Oh. Okay, that one's done.
Reveal yourself.
No thanks. That one's not, though. Hell yeah. Okay. We're gonna head back. One more look for plants around here. Grab this for fuel. Okay. Oh. It was up here. Oh. Thank you. Oh, backpack full. Am I already carrying a body? No. There we go. Is that good? Why am I so fat? What did I pick up? That's so... Is it this? Oh, it's this probably, isn't it? No, well, that was part of it. It's fine. Cool. Oh, the fuel cells. Yeah, that's probably what it was. You're right. That's probably what it was. Mm-hmm. You got it. Good call, Rithgor. How many we got? Oh. All right, not bad. Grab, like, just a couple more and then we're going back. Ooh. I do need a better way to get plant fiber of all things. Maybe going, like, flying down to the newbie area is worth it to get plant fiber. I think there is actually more down there. Okay. Looking for agave while we wait too. We need so much agave. Well, you say that, but actually I was going to use it for lights, and we have already hit our light deficit. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Rude. But we do need more iodine pills, so we will have a use for it regardless. Okay. We'll go with this. Bodies degrade once you bag them and put them in storage? Nope. They're just a permanent item. Don't have to worry about that at all. Thankfully. Going in. Boom. Okay. That's most stuff. This is a long shot. A poison dart. It's only aluminum. Okay. Go grab it. Pop that in there. Okay, I think we need to do a flower run real quick. Oh, got a little more of that. Oh, we have like barely any water. We've got some processing though. That's good. Am I in a player may base? I am. Yep, this is my base. Let me get some of these med kits. Might as well burn some of these. We got enough of them. Got a whole stack of them at this point. All right. Let's go get some flour real quick. Actually, we can take a scout for this. That looks good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, man. Been a lot of fun building this one. It's not done, but we're getting there. A few more important steps. I don't think I have any of this scanned. We'll get it all marked. Hey, Jackfruit, what's up, buddy? Are the voice powers fun to use? Yeah. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. Over there. Oh, there's Dave. What's up, Dave? Dave do be chilling, though. Probably go ahead and check these bases over here while we're down here, too. We need to get a lot of flour first. Jeez, Dave, I just got here, sir. Welcome back, Morgenstern. What's up, buddy? Okay. All right, that is plenty for now. Let's head over this way. Womp. Greed is the mind killer. Yeah.
Good show.
Oh, enemies are down, which means this has probably just been farmed. Oh, we got one thing open. May have just gotten the blueprints. Thank you, Lotaris. Really appreciate that. Thank you for your sub bomb, dude. Oh no, they didn't. Heck yeah, man. Syndicate boots. Duraluminum. Cool. Okay. Also, the game took pity on me and gave me a fuel. All right, let's head back, get this silicon processing, and probably go do a deep desert run. Oh, actually, you know what? Let's do it. Well, no, we'll do one deep desert run, and then we'll do an Atreides thing. Let's do that. There we go. F.Y., thank you for the 5 bomb, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Very much appreciate that.
Good show.
Thanks for the support. How's my spice melange going? Well, we have a medium refinery, which I'm very happy with. It was a tough grind, but it's going okay. We're about to go do, I don't know if I want to farm more metal or spice right now. I think spice is probably what we need more, so maybe we'll just go do one of everything, because we kind of need everything. Great. How much do these have left? 22 minutes. Okay, we're good there. Can we go ahead and do this? I don't know if we're gonna have the duraluminum, but oh wow, no, we have the duraluminum. We just need the silicon. Okay, we have the water. Need more water, man. Need more water. Okay. We'll go do a quick deep desert run. We should have some more when we get back. Boop. Oh, Lord, that's a lot of bodies. Don't look at that one. Okay, this one here. Right there. There we go. Okay. Need a lot more water for the rest, but we'll get there. Never found my ornithopter? I didn't, but it was found. Unfortunately, it was found by Dave. Dave did locate my thopter. That is a thing that happened. Cohh, where do you get all these people? What people? What are you talking about, friend? He used the wings to pick his teeth? Oh, that's just rude. How dare. Okay, let's do some final banking, then we're getting out of here. Did I make the base myself? I did. This game offers some really good base building. Get those recycled. That's gonna be tiny. We'll just go. We'll just go for now. No, so I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna segment my pentashields. Since we have this kind of cool effect right now where our pentashield is one block back from the front. What kind of angles can you make pentashields at? I'm gonna have to look into that. I've not really worked with angular pentashields, but I'm sure we could figure something cool out. I just don't know what it would look like. Only 90s? Oh, but you can do them off triangles. Interesting. Okay, we'll take a look at it when we get back. We might be able to do something cool. We'll see. Greenman says, I miss the 90s. Yeah. Not related to what we're talking about, but I see it, and I'm here for it. Yeah. I too miss the 90s. Actually, no, these days are much better, but you know, 90s were fun too. Boop, there we go. Are you watching the Borderlands 4 stream today? When? When and what? I don't know. What is it? It's at 3:30. No, I will be watching the gameplay reveal for Dawnwalker. Wait, Dawn Fighter, the vampire Day Skulker. I think it's Day Skulker. Dawnwalker. There we go. Okay, that was close. Yeah, there we go. Dawnwalker. Yeah, it was a big gameplay reveal for that today. Dusk Runner? No, Dawnwalker. Yeah, not Afternoon Jogger. No, Dawnwalker. Anonymous Gifter, thanks for the 2 subs. Appreciate it. Twilight Stroller. That's an emo band out of Portland. Yeah, that's what Twilight Stroller is. Knight Rider, full TV show. Awesome. I think a car talked in it or something. I've never actually seen it. This game looks quite cozy. It can be on the right server. Some servers are pretty cozy when you go to the deep desert. Some, not so much. Nope. Not so much. Mm-mm. All right. Okay, that's the best one so far.
Midnight Meanderer.
Midnight Meanderer. Oh, man. I don't think it's going to get any better than that. Did I hear right? Cohh's going to do a Dawn... Wait. Did I hear Cohh right? Dawnwalker will have a talking car like Knight Rider. That's pretty cool. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Yes. The new game from the ex-Witcher 3 devs about vampires in the Middle Ages, or whatever it is, as the car from Knight Rider, and the Hoff. Yeah, the Hoff cinema. That's right. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I'd play it. I know. So David says would play. I'd play it too. Mm-hmm. We all know the Hoff is actually a vampire, so.
Oh, well, I say, jolly good show.
Whispering Crow, thank you so much for that 5-bomb. Ever play Days Gone? I did. I did play Days Gone. I liked Days Gone. And I will never forgive Sony for not making Days Gone 2. Never forgive. Never forget. Yeah, Days Gone 2 was great. Or 1 was great. 2 would have been great if it wasn't for Sony. Yeah. Tabazoid, thank you. Oh, we got a bloom over there. We'll head that way if that bloom dissipates a bit. But there is no reason currently to go to an active bloom. I hope that changes, to be honest. I'd love for... You know what? Oh, man. They should somehow make active blooms like very lucrative PvP zones. Like, they should give PvPers a reason to want to get to the blooms as fast as possible. And that way, if they were busy chasing blooms the whole time, the PvEers might actually get out there without getting griefed. But the blooms are super cool because they're giant beacons. Like, they already have a lot of the elements you'd want in a centralized PvP mechanic. They're already there. Like, it's super easy to see. It's very easy to get to. You know, like, it's all sorts of good things. Moonshell says, wait, why is there no reason to go to a bloom? You can mine before others are there. So here's the thing. If you go to a bloom currently, there's a huge amount of mist everywhere, like this dust all over the place. You can barely see, and it's much harder to like know where the worm is when it comes. It is much more dangerous to get spice in a bloom, and it's not like if you don't fly around a little bit more, you won't find some more. It's not like you have to go in and get it. So currently, I kind of feel like the whole bloom system is a little bit it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's a cool, it feels like it's half finished. Because, for instance, we were talking about this earlier. How awesome would it be if, while a bloom was active, you could harvest twice as much spice? And if you didn't come with the spice gas mask on, which right now, I don't think it does anything. If you don't wear the gas mask, then when you were in a bloom, it would be like permanent spice hallucination. So it's like, a bloom would give you more loot, which makes you go to it, would be more risky because it would cause all sorts of problems unless you had a gas mask, which costs resources. And then there'd be a reason to actually go there. But right now, like, there's no, oh, I think it's actually dissipating. Right now, there's just no reason to go when that thing is up because it's just harder with no benefit. Yeah. If there was a benefit, it could be an awesome mechanic. Is that all Stravidium? I think it might be. Oh, we're really close to the island anyway. Perfect. Cohh, if your spice meter is not full when you go to a bloom, it fills your bar up. It does. Yep, it does. Which is kind of cool. It makes you feel like they were thinking about it. But the part that makes the whole thing kind of fall apart is they put a spice mask in the game. And the spice mask is supposed to prevent you from getting, like, the spice poison. But there's no real benefit. There's no negative from being exposed to the spice stuff. It just fills your bar up. So that's why I'm saying it should apply the hallucination mode. Even if you're not in hallucination mode. When you go into a spice bloom, if you don't have a mask on, you should just start hallucinating. Like, it should over-spice you. Like, oh, you know what it could do? It could automatically enter prescience mode. So if you were in the spice bloom and you didn't have a spice mask on, it would fill the bar, and when the bar is full, automatically activate it. And that way it's like everyone's just flaming out, right? Because there's too much spice in there. That could be really cool. And then and that way over time, if they kept harvesting, they'd eventually get the hallucinations anyway because the prescience would wear out. Huh. That could all work pretty well. But yeah. We'll see. They're obviously going to be making a bunch of changes to this, so I'm very excited to see what they're going to do with it. All right. That's good there. What mats am I collecting right now? Right now, I am currently collecting Stravidium, which is... Why do I still have a corpse in here? Stravidium, which is this guy right here. And Titanium, which are the two T6 materials you can only get far in the deep desert. And once I load up on both of those, we're also working on getting a bunch of spice as well. And all these are needed for our big carry-all, which we're going to be making soon. The first thing we're making is actually going to be produced as soon as we get back. We're making the water for it. And that's going to be the Advanced Vehicle Foundry. And then once that goes down, we're going to start figuring out what we need to start farming for our big carry-all. Then once we make the big carry-all, we're going to be able to finally figure out what the hell our base is going to look like. And then after that, we're going to make the sandcrawler. We get all sorts of stuff new. We're very busy with that. Lot of things to do. And then, of course, we got to do all the side questing and... Oh, someone's scanning the area. Well, that's kind of fun. I didn't know you could see other people doing that. All right. That should be good for now. Now let's go get some titanium. We're going to do that right over here. And I definitely want to get at least a little bit of spice.
Praise accepted.
Yo, what's going on, dude? You new to the area?
Oh,
Ash and Trap. What's up, man? Hey. You're good. No, Ash, I didn't know that was you. I was going to, like, tell him about the stuff here in the titanium, but I think you already know everything. Have you gotten your Atreides rep up to 4? No, we're currently at 3. Going to be working on that soon. There's no spice out here, it looks like. That's too bad. I do want to try to get a little bit before we go. We do need more spice. There's a little. Now let's go hit the island, and then we'll look a little bit more north. See if we can find something up that way. Ashentrath is Harkonnen, so murder him. I didn't know that. Okay, thank you. Ashentrath says, I wanted to snipe you so bad, but just scanning. Hey, you ever want to take pod shots at me? Feel free. Brain Laser with a 10 bomb. Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Thank you, thank you. Awesome. All right. We're just going to do a drop down into the... Oh, hi, Dave. Bees. Right there, huh? Some more flour. Good on flour for now, and flour is really easy to get. I don't think we ever need to get flour out here, to be honest. Oh, there's a little one there. We can check that one. Cool. Have you tried looking on the planetologist map? It has a live view for the deep desert locations. What? What are you talking about? Asking people in chat on public servers, how bad is the griefing really? Ooh, someone in chat would have to answer that for you. I have heard bad stories. I've heard some servers are empty, which is great. I've heard some servers are not, which is not great. Yep. This, we get one more. Beautiful. Griefing is pretty bad on Vela, says Grunty. Right on. Depends on day and time, but it can be bad, says Veers. I'm doing fine on greed, says Canadian. I too am doing fine on greed. Thank you. All grief all the time. Gave it up, says Nemo. It can be pretty bad. I had 5 minutes of pelting my Ornean corpse with rockets just to make sure I got the message, says 4 of 7. This is a bit extreme. Okay. How are we looking for space? Yeah, with the rest for spice. Okay. Thanks, Tech. Alright, let's see what we can get from this one. Oh, it looks like there's some good spots in this one. Here we go. Okay. We don't need a ton because we're already pretty full. Get those big chunks. Dave is being very generous right now. Thank you, Dave. Dave's such a bro sometimes. Dave's a dick. Let it be known that Dave is a dick. What's the difference between this copter and your scout from earlier? This copter is far less maneuverable, can have a booster and storage, and can hold significantly more storage. So it is a larger, slightly more that has slightly more variations, slightly more options. Also, eventually, they have said that part of their vision is making it so the assault ornithopter is the one you do combat in. They have said that they are not a fan of the scout meta that's going on right now, which is basically just having pocket scouts with rocket pods. Not the intended way they wanted the PvP meta to evolve. So they're going to work on making the assault opter more meaningful in that regard, what we understand. Keep it going. Why not make other options more appealing instead? That would be good, but the problem is even at its current state, it's far too powerful. You can, with a scout ornithopter, you can take out a larger ornithopter relatively easily because you can just dance around it essentially. Its rockets are too strong, and unlike the big ornithopter, you can just bank a scout ornithopter in a hand thing, in a vehicle spawner. So it doesn't make sense to have that much power that you can just call on whenever you want. Like it just doesn't make sense. They need to do something about it. They need to make it so if there's rockets on them, you can't pocket it, or make it much slower if rockets are on it. There's all sorts of things they can do. They just got to change it somehow. Yeah. Pocketing needs a PvP timer. I think that's a good call too. Yep, that's a great call. Just like a log off timer. Like if you have been in PvP in the last like 3 minutes, like just don't allow the pocketer to be used. Totally see that working. All right, storage full. So we're gonna do one more big pickup, and then we are heading home. Why am I so stressed watching Cohh harvest spice? Because I'm greedy. Okay. Let's go. I need to figure out where I can get a freaking T6 sword schematic, man. I really want to. Maybe I should try switching to knives. That could be something to consider. I wonder if we have like a good T6 knife I could make. Is there any particular reason why Cohh calls the worm Dave? If you really get like a good look at the worm from the front, he really looks like a Dave. Yeah. Cohh, I have 2100 research, and while I don't have plastanium available yet, that seems like a lot of research for T6 stuff. What am I doing wrong? Nothing. You're probably just doing a lot of world exploration, which is getting you a ton of intel. Yep. So, no, that's how it works. Group up and run some DD labs, knife and blade blueprints in rotation right now. Oh, now DD labs, Rithgor, those are the labs across. I can do those in the PvE area, right? Those labs? Yeah, we could definitely do that. Oh no, it has to be deeper? Oh. Oh. Okay. I haven't done any of like the DD labs yet. We're gonna have to come out and take a look. Knife and rapier are both in. I have the pick, Hellman's pick or whatever it's called. I do have that. But I'm looking for the sword one. A sword one or a knife one? I don't think I have a knife one. They need some different types of down ships. There should be like 5 or 6 different downshipped models. Kind of silly. It's the exact same one every time. Drop you. Do this. Grab all you. Pick you up. Drop all this. Pick you up. Still very heavy, but we got a lot of good stuff, so I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Man, this game looks so boring. Holy, yeah. It's not for everyone. It's kind of a. I'm playing it as kind of a PvE farmer game. Have a great time with it, but not for everyone. Okay. Should be good for a bit. Is it better with friends? Yep. Do. Evergreen, it's terrible. Yeah, it is terrible. Is the spice flowing? You know it. And the spice is also pretty nice. Thanks, Neri. Oh gosh. Hurt. Okay. I'm never gonna get these things. It's just never gonna happen, chat. Oh my lord. Never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Alright, grab all this. Boop. Nope. Go. I love there's a guild called the Spice Girls. Uh-oh. Going for it, chat. I think he's going for it. Maybe? Oh, maybe not. There it goes. Enjoy your food, Dave. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. The noms of oms. This game is basically Conan with one biome and less weapons. Yeah, and worse PvP. No, but it does a ton of things that Conan does not do. But yeah, there's some good things and some not great things. And we're gonna do a full base tour video for YouTube when I'm done. Yeah, when I'm like done with everything. We will, sure. Beautiful. It does things way better than Conan? Yeah, it does. Is it playable solo? This game is 100% playable solo without ever participating in PvP. until you get to endgame. And then when you get to endgame, the game changes what it is. And it becomes something different. So the good news is that even if you just play up to endgame and you never PvP a single time, there's still a whole lot of amazing, awesome stuff in this game that I've had a great time doing. But if you do want to do everything in the game, you'll want to get fully caught up and make sure you're down with the deep desert system. Yep. So that's kind of how that works. That's kind of how that works. And this is just playing a dead server. Or a private server. Yeah. In a good world. Definitely recommend my world. Been having a fantastic time in the deep desert in this world. But, you know, I feel bad saying this. I feel bad saying this. The reason that I'm having such a good time right now is because the deep desert is not doing what the game devs want it to. They want the deep desert to be full of PvP, constant challenge, constant stuff. I'm going to be honest with you. I probably wouldn't be playing the game anymore if that's how it was. Yeah. If every time I came to the deep desert, I had to worry about losing my ornithopter to some dude blasting me out of the sky with a scout with missiles. No. I'd probably wait until they do something about that. So, yeah. 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 How that works. I mean, just from the bugs, I can lose my plane from bugs alone. It happened. It's already happened. I lost an entire assault ornithopter to a bug. And it's like, if I had to worry about players blowing my ish up on top of that, girl, I got better ways to spend my time. I will wait. Oh God. All right, more spice goes. Bro, just look inside it. There we go. Hey! Oh, the pulse knife. We've already gotten the pulse knife a bunch of times. Okay. So maybe that's what I'm looking for. I gotta look at the pulse knife. Maybe we want the pulse knife. Let's take a look at it when we get back up in the air here. That is the T6 knife? Okay. All yours, Dave. I'm leaving. You can have it. You can have it. All yours, my man. Great. Okay, pulse knife. This unique blade gives a small jolt of energy to the palms when hitting an enemy, offering a small stamina boost. Okay. Okay. We'll try one of those. I'll need to respec a bit to get the short blade talent. Well, actually, you know, I could just put some points into it. And then we could just use long or short blades whenever we want. Maybe I'll just do that. Yeah. Maybe I'll just do that. Okay. Angelo says, last stream Cohh did, there was a bunch of people saying if you don't want a PvP, just don't play the game, and I cannot stress how much I dislike that attitude. I completely disagree with that attitude as well. If anything, the worst you could say to that is, if you don't want to PvP, just don't PvP. But I mean, there's so much in this game up to the point of needing to PvP. Like, it does people a disservice to try to chase them away from the game for that. Oh, hey, Kyoto says the harvest was a success and it was super fun. Well, congrats to you and your team. Good job, guys. Are you watching the Dawnwalker reveal today? Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely we are. Quite excited for that, friendo. Boom. Solanato says 100 hours and no PvP touched. Yep. Yep. Billy Rice says the PvP is the weakest part of the game. Agreed. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. That was a very successful run. Lots of good stuff. We'll get everything cooking here. Gonna have to get down another death still, quite obviously. Zero says, do you have any advice for solo players like me? Would kind of depend on what kind of advice you're looking for. Are you looking for like base locations or how to survive in the deep desert or how to get started? Like gathering materials faster and traveling. So for solo players, I'd recommend get the bike first. Really focus on getting the bike, and then the bike is like your first big phase of the game. Once you have the bike, things really start opening up. The next big phase is the ornithopter. So get the bike, get really comfy with it, build one as early as you can, set up a little base and farm for it, and yeah, just kind of I'd say go from there, work out from there. But working on vehicles first is great because it really opens up the game for you. You start being able to get places significantly faster, and you can run around and do quests and stuff. You can get around Avoid Dave a lot easier. So, yeah. Get that bike quick. Mm-hmm. Also, I'd recommend not starting as Planetologist or Soldier, because you can get those pretty easy near the beginning. I probably would recommend starting as Bene Gesserit or Swordmaster. They both have some pretty dang good starting traversal skills. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and all we are there. Yeah, buggy and a mining laser is also a huge leap up in terms of resource acquisition. Mm-hmm. There's that. There's that. Oh. Gotta get my spice processing too. We'll get some more stuff for that soon. Oh, and this needs to go up too. In fact, I think that might be more important than the duraluminum right now. Let's do this. Cancel you. Let's get the spice cooking first. Then get you cooking. Then get you cooking. Then we'll do duraluminum. There we go. Perfect. All right. Much, much better. So, I'm going to see something real quick. If we take this and we do I'm out of plastone, damn it. I'm so angry right now. I'm so angry right now. Alright, we gotta get more plastone. Hello? 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 There we go. Okay, good. Great. Why are we angry? I'm furious. Because I'm out of plastone. Curious. Okay. How much we need for you? Just waiting for that silicone. So let's go get a kit of aluminum while we're waiting. Or plastone, I'm sorry. We don't really need aluminum right now. What is the actual point to getting multiple classes? Do you have to get multiple class abilities and skills, and how does it work? Basically, the classes are just containers of skills, and by unlocking all of them, you allow yourself more variance in what you can get. So the class system is more, it is vertical, but it's more horizontal in terms of selection. You can kind of pick any skill from any class and go down any tree as much as you want to. So you kind of build your own build. Yeah. Oh, you probably still have plastone. You were aiming out of the build area. Was I? Thank you. Oh well. What have we heard? Have we heard anything about Exodus, the space game that was announced late last year? So I interviewed the devs, and yeah, as far as I've heard with Exodus, everything is still chungusing along. I'm looking forward to that game, dude. It's seeming like it could be like a Mass Effect kind of thing, and I am totally here for that. Although now I'm super excited for The Expanse 2. Owlcat, you wily minx. I'm pretty sure... Let's get some more plastone. Am I going to watch the DD stream? I am. Yep, it's in about half an hour, I think. God, I'm so used to mining at night. This is like a luxury. I can actually see where I'm going. I'm going to play PoE? No. What is going on with my thing? Alright. Please go for PoE soon. I'm not planning on playing PoE right now. Yeah, I'm kind of PoE 2 Andy now. I don't really see myself going back to PoE 1. I don't really see myself getting invested in it again. That could change, of course, but no, I think I'm just gonna do PoE 2 stuff for now. Boop and boop. Moonshield.
Everyone who's afraid of going to the DD here is a tip. Take MK4 Thopter with storage. Drop all your gear, armor in base except your gather tool, power pack, your vehicle storage and repair tool. Take a respawn beacon, fly to gather point, place respawn beacon. Gather till full, fly back. Unload, refuel, pocket your Thopter, and respawn at beacon. Rinse repeat. If you get attacked, land ASAP, detach your storage module, pocket your Thopter and welcome death. Cheesy, but DD sucks right now.
Huh. I mean, those are some really good tips. It would be really tough to do some of that under pressure, but yeah, like it's very creative. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, the detach your storage part is interesting. I mean, they wouldn't even... Yeah, that's wild. I like the accept death. Just wait to die. You know what, though? What really sucks is if the person wants to, they can just grief you. Because they can just follow you around while you're on the ground, not let you take your Thopter out, and eventually wait to get eaten by the worm. Unless you make it to like a non-worm area, which is awesome. But if you're like out in the desert, Oof. That could be trouble. That could be trouble. Jake's Demon, thanks, buddy. And Tetsuo, thank you as well. Thank you, thank you. Hurt. Getting a whole bunch of basalt so we can... Oh, God. Wait, how close is my cut array from dying? Oh, it's fine. That's weird. There's that giant red bar over there on it. My energy? I don't even know what that is. I would just pause and respawn if they tried that. Yeah, that's a good point. You could easily do that. Oh, stuck on the body. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, we gotta bring our blood container on next time, I think. Yeah, we should start doing that. Get just a little bit more water every time. Why not, right? Might as well. Hey, awesome, Zelos. Glad you're enjoying it, buddy. There we go. Alright, we're going to head over here, mine all this aluminum and basalt, and then we're going to head back. And possibly, just possibly, build our vehicle, advanced vehicle back. Just maybe. What area am I in? We're currently in the eastern shield wall. Great. Dude, I need a buggy. Buggies are awesome. Are you a Atreides or a Conan? I am a Atreides. Obviously, I'm not a dick. Okay, let's go. Crazy how it takes 250 basalt to craft a plant. Plants are expensive.
Do I
man.
see a VIP?
Dunk, 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 dunk. Okay, let's drop all this off. Get this cooking first. Boop. Great. That's a little bit. Great. Go ahead and drop some corpses off. Awesome. Gonna need to do another corpse run soon, but that's okay. Are those bodies? What? No, they're tea bags. Yeah, tea bag. Okay. I got some. Oh, those are jasmine crystals. Jasmine. Nobody knows. Take this back to the other area. Bonk, 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 bonk. Beautiful. Let these last ones finish up, and then head back. I like that. I like that. You know what? I may take that one too.
At CohhCarnage, I actually refer to collecting bodies as inviting the neighbors over for tea.
That's awesome. I like it. There we go. All right. Almost there. 2 more and we're good. Wouldn't it be better to move this entire operation to your new base? What I'm probably going to do is when the stuff is done that I'm working on now, I will break this base down and use my carry-all to bring a buggy out here later. And then I'll bring the buggy out here and then bring it back. But until then, this base is doing everything I need it to. Rogue Geek says, I'm here for the Dune Awakening Twitch drops. Well, sir, you are in the right place. Jeez.
Have you seen any bandits in the area? Take sip from water reserve, not anymore.
Careful going over to Sigma's for dinner. How many of these sorts of FOBs do you have? You can have up to 3 different bases. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Group. Oh yeah, dude, this game is like ridiculous dark when you actually look into all that stuff. It's wild. Can you betray a house? You can, just like Spider-Man. Once. Everybody gets 1. You can do it 1 time. Which house has the best cosmetics? You know, honestly, both the houses have really cool cosmetics. They're very different. Atreides is like old kind of classic stonework, very kind of regal looking, and Harkonnen is like very brutish and dark and black and red and very sharp angles and they look very different. The building sets look very different. It's very cool how they do it. And then the specialty pieces, the big specialty pieces apparently look completely different as well. I've not seen the Harkonnen ones, but like Atreides get these crazy, like wild, cool building pieces. And I think Harkonnen gets some similar ones too. Okay, so what I wanted to try here, let's see if we can actually do this. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but if we can, I think it'll look pretty cool.
Wow. Not bad.
If I delete that, is it going to delete everything? And the answer is maybe. Okay, so let's proof of concept this first. So what I'm thinking is we'll do...
Oh, check out the big swinger over here.
Oh my. I don't really want to make it less than 4, but I also don't want to...
Good show.
Decisions. So I'm thinking this would actually work the way that I'm looking at it. We could have this cool kind of 3 segmented design. But I need to figure out how to make it work on the top. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. We could do a half blind. I could do like this. If we did it with half down like this, then we could do a front like that, and then we could do an interior to match this. Yeah.
Nani?
Let's see how that looks. See if that actually works. Hey, Rageous8. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Cool. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay, so let's try this real quick. Am I watching the Dawn thing in 20 minutes? I am. Okay. I wonder if it can't connect to... Like, this should be able to work. Oh, don't move when you place a penta. I think I'm not putting it in the right location. You're right there. Yeah. No, man, this is not one to do it. Huh. You need a wall between them? I thought we'd be able to do it like this. Place a half wall on one end of it? Oh, you mean like... Hold on, let me actually try this and see if this does it. That'll give it like a wall to grab onto. What about the other way? Walls. There's a weird workaround using wall holograms. I mean, hey, anything we can come up with to make this work, I'm willing to try it. If you have any ideas, let me know. Hmm. I'm not getting any snap points. Maybe we have to do them in like a certain order. What if we did this? See, that's still not doing it. Weird. It just doesn't want to connect to that side. We have to half wall on the top, maybe? Maybe it doesn't want to connect directly to the shield, but if we put the wall on the top, it'll help. Has to be the same on both sides. Okay. Okay. What about... Oh, man, I wish we could do a half wall up the center, like a column. It's not too big because we could have it bigger.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay. So if we do this, let's just make sure this works. Actually, let's do it like this. Okay. All right, so this should definitely work. Theoretically. Possibly. Maybe. Hopefully.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
There. Okay. Great. Hell yeah. That is what I'm talking about. You know what? Looks baller. Little detail, looks better. I like it. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm here for it. Alright. It's a little thing,
Sector
Jack.
weather alert.
Little things add up.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
Dunktar.
At CohhCarnage, what is your feeling about everything you make gets deleted if you don't log in for 30 days and refill a generator? It makes me hesitant to invest time since as a full-time working father my game time is sporadic.
So there are some ways in game that you can kind of pack your base up. There is a bank and you can store things in the bank. So you can bank all of your rarest materials. You can blueprint your base, break down your most expensive engines and shove it all in there. So you can just do that. And then you can just come back and rebuild your base later if you want to. You can also farm a ton of money, go to the bank in the main area and deposit all the money, because apparently I've been told, and I need to confirm this, but I've been told that rent will automatically be drafted out of your bank if you can do it. So then what you could do is make sure you fill up all of your power with as much fuel as possible, and then go around your base and turn off every single machine. And what that's going to do is that's going to make it so your huge power bank is only powering those power cells that you load your stuff are only powering the trickle of power you need to keep your shield up. So, yeah. Oh, really interesting. Hold on.
Bank doesn't auto-pay taxes. I tested it.
They need to change that. They absolutely need to change that. I really, really hope they do. Because especially for people that when they have a main story as good as this game is, people are going to want to come back and visit it later. They're going to want to do all the main story. They're going to want to build their base. Then they're going to want to put this game down. And then they're going to want to come back and play later in their base when the next story stuff comes out. So I really hope that they make it so you can pay the rent out of your bank. They need to do that, man. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then you just have empty bases everywhere? Yeah, I mean, but the thing is if you think about the sieges and everything, like, there's a huge amount of different sieges you can go to. And, I mean, I see what you're saying with that. They'd have to come up with a good way to deal with that, but this game is not a classic survival game. And it has so much more content than, like, a standard one. I feel like they need to change how some of that stuff works. Yeah. But we'll see, man. We'll see what they do. All right, I'm going to grab you. Great. And now... Oh, I can make it. Okay. You can check the Dawnwalker live stream in 10 minutes? Yep. Is the base sealed? Yep. You can see the water sealed in the left part. Yeah. Okay, we'll work on that problem in a bit. Mm-hmm. Why am I making this in this giant pit? Well, I mean, obviously, because I can. Okay. Mm-hmm. Cohh likes pits? I do. Big fan of pits. And not in the weird anime way. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Oh man, this looks so much better. You love to see it. I've been waiting to see how we're going to seal this up for a long time. Also, man, did that fit well. That is a glorious fit in here. Actually, you know what? No. Now that I'm thinking about it, that'd be really cool to see outside coming down this area. Yeah, man. No, I want this to feel like open. Oh, there we go. Much better. Okay. I like that a lot better. Awesome. What is this building? This building is the advanced production building. Advanced production of vehicle storage and eventually vehicle pickup. But we're still figuring out how we're going to do that. Got to get my big old vertibird going first. That's coming soon. Oh, it's just a little too long. Actually. Change of plans. All right, one sec. So if we put this here and then put you... Oh, well, will that work? Maybe? No, not really. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we can do it reversed. Dude. Okay. I'm here for it. I heard you can get a roof in the game besides the... I heard you could get that roof in the game besides the Super Mega Ultra Edition. Oh, no, it's a Twitch drop. You're talking about the Twitch drop? There's currently a Twitch drop you can get. There we go. Okay. Now, can we actually do anything on this? Oh. Oh, it's a bummer. We can't snap it. Wait, can I put this on? Oh, dude. Oh, let's do them up there. Okay. Well, that's kind of cool. Do you fight in this game? Oh, yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh. Oh, I wonder if it wouldn't fit. Can I corner column without it here? Oh, you can't corner column it on the side. Okay. That's too bad. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Dawnwalker's starting. Okay, we're gonna switch over. Give me 1 sec. Sorry, guys. I'm in a build hole. All right, we will come back to this in just a little bit. All right, give me 1 second here, chat. Okay, we'll go keep working on that later. Man, that base is coming along, huh? I'm digging that. Where are we looking for Dawnwalker, chat? Thank you, Quee. Appreciate it, buddy. Oh, is it Rebel Moon? Rebelmoon.com? No, it's not rebelmoon.com. Dawnwalker game. Perfect. Thank you.
In the Rebel Wolves studio once again.
Beautiful.
And this time on the first day of the astronomical summer.
Yeah.
Dominica, you guys really do think about these stream dates, don't you?
Yeah, I think it makes it a bit more fun, you know. We are going to talk about magic today, among other topics. And what's a better occasion than the summer solstice? This is supposed to be the day when our connection to magic is the strongest, and we have all these different rituals and celebrations connected to it, and to the sun and light in general.
That's true. I suppose it fits the theme really well. It adds a little bit more to that mystery. And of course, we want to thank all of you for joining us live today, whether you're watching along in our own stream or with one of the wonderful content creators who decided to co-stream this event. Welcome in, everybody.
Oh.
But perhaps
That's me.
This is the first time that you have seen anything related to the blood of Dawnwalker. So, Dominica, how about we catch them up?
Of course, of course. The Blood of Dawnwalker is the first chapter of a brand new role-playing saga created by us here at Rebel Wolves. And it's a dark fantasy, narrative-driven, epic adventure. You know, and it's full of twists and it's great.
It is going to be quite the game. And if you didn't see the previous stream, perhaps you can check out the YouTube channel as well. The Dawnwalker YouTube channel has all of the information from the previous stream. You will be able to learn more about the world and also like the main concepts of the game as well. But that was last time. Dominica, we know why everybody's here today, right?
Yeah, we do. And we have a lot to show you and a lot to talk about. So why don't we just jump straight into it?
No. We have to tease them at least a little. Of course, we are going to show you some gameplay, but we've got to pull it back.
No, you don't.
Just a tiny
No,
bit. Let's
who
give
said
them an
that?
overview of what they can
Who
expect.
told you that?
Right?
Fire them.
So,
Well, nothing
first, straight out of the gate, it is that gameplay.
Yes, you'll see 19-20 minutes of gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I'm on the
in
girls' side
total.
right now. Let's go.
We are going to show you a fragment of a quest, but we will be focusing on the gameplay features and not on the story, not to spoil anything for you.
Good.
You'll see 2 examples of how we can approach that one quest. First, from the day perspective, with Cohh as a human, with his sword fighting skills and magic, of course, and then during the night with some vampiric abilities at his disposal.
Looks like you're going to get to see a little bit of everything. And what you're going to see, all of it is taken in engine, right?
Yes, we recorded it on PC, on a build from last week, actually. We want to show you what the game looks like right now. And yes, you'll see some glitches and imperfections, but this is not the final product, of course. You know, we'll be entering the beta stage of development soon, so we have a lot of polishing still to do, including next iterations of animations, lighting, visuals in general, and optimization, of course.
Of course, but I think it's really refreshing that we're going to get to see where the game really is right now, rather than where maybe it might be if we weren't using the engine.
Yeah.
I think it's really good and deserves some props for that. I think that's really, really cool. But of course, we are not just going to give you gameplay and send you off into the night. That would be crazy. We have some very, very talented devs here at Rebel Wolves, and what we're going to do is we're going to get some insight from them. They're going to dive deeper into all of this content, all of the footage you're going to see. They're going to talk more about the magic system, traversal, and of course, the combat as well. But there is more. It would not be a Rebel Wolf stream without an extra special performance, right?
It will be super special. I
would it
cannot
be?
wait for you guys to see it, but that's not all.
True, it
all.
just keeps coming.
Yeah.
In the last couple of weeks, we've been hosting a Q&A over in the Discord for the Blood of Dawnwalker, and Dominica and I are going to do our very best to answer as many of those questions as we can throughout the course of the stream.
Yeah.
We will also have some people checking in on the live chats, so do get some questions there. You never know. They might just make it through to us.
Yeah. Okay, so without further ado, let's see some gameplay of the Blood of Dawnwalker. And for those of you wondering, yes, it will be available in 4K on YouTube right afterwards.
Take it away.
Here we go. I like their logo.
Hello, my name is Daniel Sadowski and I'm the design director at Rebel Wolves. I would like to welcome you to the Blood of Dawnwalker summer gameplay video. Our game is a story-driven, open-world dark fantasy RPG set in medieval Europe. The game is currently in pre-beta stage, and what we are going to show you is just a part of one of the mid-game quests. It's a really cool story involving legendary swords and a haunted almshouse, but today we'll focus on showcasing our gameplay systems. We're starting on the outskirts of Svartro, the game's largest city and the capital of Vale Sangora. From here, we could head anywhere the eye can see, explore ancient ruins or sabotage vampire blood transports. But it's not just about where or when you go. It's also about how you approach the main quest and shape the story, making each playthrough uniquely your own.
Each playthrough.
For now, we're following the road. Cohh is on his way to the city's cathedral, chasing leads about a powerful weapon said to be hidden in its crypts. But first, we'll have to deal with some bandits who camped out by the main road. Traveling through Vale Sangora is never boring. The world is dense with quests, random encounters, and locations steep in lore. This will be a great opportunity to show you our combat system. Our goal was to make the player feel like a real swordmaster who closely observes his enemies. We'll begin this fight by using acrid dust to stun one of the enemies. Now, when you attack, you choose one of four directions: up, down, left or right, in order to hit the opponent where he's unable to parry. And similarly, when defending, you have to take note of the enemy's intent and the direction of the attack. On the left side of the screen, just above Cohen's health, you have activation charges that will be filled in with each successful attack, block and parry. Once they are full, you can use one of the active abilities which allow you to take a more tactical approach to fighting. We started the fight by throwing some acrid dust. And now let's cast Burning Blood. It's a hex which boils the enemy's blood and burns their skin, dealing physical damage over time. Alright, time to finish this fight. Let's use the final activation charge to cast the artery attack, which actually decapitated the last opponent. Our hero quickly dispatched the bandits, so let's loot a few items they've left behind and open the inventory.
I have
First of
lots
all,
of thoughts
let's
already.
replenish our health by eating something. And then take a closer look at this cool-looking weapon we just picked up. Ah, it has better stats than our current weapon, so let's equip it right now. We've also leveled up, so let's use this opportunity to spend the newly acquired skill point. Skills in the Blood of Dawnwalker are divided into 3 trees, one for human, vampire, and one shared between the two. We also have an active abilities panel. We can use it to unlock additional abilities to use during combat. Note that during the day, the health bar is not regenerating. You need to find consumables like the one we've just eaten. The hexes we've just used also consume some of Cohen's health. Be aware of that. The way our magic system works, there's always a price to pay for manipulating reality. But we can make it sting a bit less. Let's level up the frugal witchcraft skill, so next time we'll cast a hex, it'll consume fewer of Cohen's health points. Now that we've wrapped up the encounter with the bandits, we can be on our way to get the city. Right now,
it's in
Cohen
360.
hasn't done enough to ruffle the vampire's feathers, so the gods
Is
will
this on
just
YouTube
wave
too?
us through.
Water.
But the more damage you cause, the more suspicious and aggressive they'll become. So when you play the game yourself, you'll have to decide whether you want to challenge the vampires openly, or lay low until you're ready to strike.
Like a lot
and
of people in
surprise
chat
them.
are also not getting that. I just controlled F5. Let me try again.
And it's grander than before.
Out of my face.
This is the rich district
No idea,
of the
man.
city. There's also Altenmarkt, Neustadt, and the Midlands.
I want to watch this, so I'm just going to keep
Each
watching.
of the boroughs has its own feel and character.
Get your stinking ass out of here. It's just
So I'm gonna talk between them talking. That combat system, that camera was moving away way too much. Was moving
Looming
around
high
way too
over
much.
the city is Brances's castle, Greifswald.
And it was starting up
He
and
took it
slowing
over
down,
when
creating
he
a cadence I
slaughtered
didn't
the
like.
human ruler of the valley, Skender, as shown in the trailer we shared with you earlier in January this year. In order to complete the main quest and save your family,
We're gonna watch it
you'll
again
have
after
to
this.
storm the castle, alone or with help of friendly NPCs. We could do it right now if we wanted, but it would be super
This
challenging.
city looks great. It looks very KCD2. I wonder how much influence KCD2 had over this game.
I just want to. Oh, let me in.
So far, this looks like a hybrid between KCD2
Let's check
and
the map.
Witcher.
The cathedral is really close. There's plenty of other places to see and things to do here. A couple of inns, a medic, a blacksmith, an armorer, and other merchants. You can see that not only the vampires came out of the shadows. This creature on the right is called an Uriash. Look around, especially at night,
Oh.
and you'll learn humans have lots to fear, not just the vampires.
That's probably one of the coolest parts of this game to me. Like, I love the idea of a KCD2 style game in a fantasy
And
setting.
here we can see guards pounding on some poor guy's doors.
What is it about? You've been disrespecting the miasma, singing songs that mocked him and the faith. Who told you this nonsense? Was it Livia?
Nice.
It's just one of many different community scenes we're implementing in the game. Watch them closely when you play, as they might point you to new quests and hidden treasures, or signal changes in the game's world.
Once again, I humbly beg of thee.
I humbly.
Ouch!
I don't want to say it, Mum.
It's a prayer. It's what we have to say. Go on.
I humbly beg.
Try controller 5, already did. Yep, first thing I tried. Ooh.
Okay, we are at the cathedral gates.
Pretty.
Again, since Cohen isn't yet wanted by the vampire regime, and it's daytime, we can simply walk inside.
Good show.
Thanks, Trifta. Appreciate your sub bomb, buddy.
The baptism of a newborn is a solemn moment, doubly so. A new life joins our flock,
Can I just
bringing
say,
happiness to
I
its
love out of
parents
every
and
hairstyle they
to
could
the
have given their main
congregation.
character, they gave him the Geralt.
Natus ex sanguine
It's so perfect.
est, alitur sanguine, et in sanguine morietur. Ego te baptizo in nomine Dei.
Is he the white? Is he the white wolf? No. He is El Gato Negro. Very different.
Don't I know you from somewhere, young man? Laszlo,
Bro, did
maybe.
you smell me? What?
I'm sorry, but you must be mistaken.
Am I? Perhaps. Perhaps. My memory isn't what it used to be. Come with me. I'll take your confession.
Thank you, but I have no need for confession.
Ah. So you deem your conscience clear?
Clean as can be.
I wouldn't go that far. But I'm sure you're a busy man, Father. So while I appreciate the offer, I feel that my soul shouldn't be your priority.
I won't press the matter. You are quite correct. I have many other duties to attend to. But please remember that in order to be saved, we all need to repent. Myself included. I hope we can speak again soon. Good day to you, Cohen.
What we saw right here was just one of many cutscenes we recorded for the game, which smoothly transitioned into a dialogue scene. We use cutscenes to highlight key scenes or showcase interesting bits of lore. Like this blood baptism. Creepy, isn't it? The core feature of the Blood of Dawnwalker is the dual gameplay loop. Remember, Cohen may be a human during the day, but he turns into a vampire at night, and has a different set of skills at his disposal. And this is just one variable that affects our quests. Depending on when you tackle a particular quest, what choices you've made earlier, whom you befriended, or whom you've angered, your gameplay and story experience will be very, very different. So each quest is a complex structure with multiple possible paths leading to the end goal. We maximize players' freedom and agency, offering you a narrative sandbox to play in. I wonder what secrets may be concealed up there, just beyond Cohen's reach. And how do we get there? It's impossible to do during the day, but come night, it's an entirely different story. Let us explain what we mean by taking our current quest as an example. During the day, we got inside the cathedral without any problems, since it's open for all to see and Cohen doesn't yet stand out from the crowd. The scaffolds, though, are outside of his reach. But climbing them won't be a problem for the vampire, who has many more exploration abilities at his disposal. Bear in mind, Cohen has not completed the quest yet. What's more, there are still a few clues to be found in order to solve this story. It's worth mentioning that narrative sandbox also means that we may completely abandon this quest and follow a different path to defeat Brensis. For today, we're focusing on the gameplay part, so let's see how we could tackle this particular quest during the night. We're starting right after dusk, as a vampire, on the rooftops of Svatro. Right now, we have 22 days left to complete this goal. This counter is always displayed and you will be warned each time it's pushed forward.
I hate that that display is
so you have to be aware of the time, and it's more of a resource you'll be spending than a racing clock.
I like that. But that means don't put the timer on your screen all the time.
As a vampire, you'll see and experience the world.
It's not
from
about
a
the time.
different
Don't put the
perspective.
timer on the screen all the time.
You can travel quickly and easily access places beyond the reach of regular humans. Let us show you what we mean. This is Shadow Step, a unique vampiric ability allowing Cohen to jump to almost
What's
any
Cohen's
place
last name?
within his reach.
Carnage?
Now, let's take a good look around using the focus mode.
I'm sorry, the what? Oh, focus.
This ability highlights objects of interest and loot. And there is something right here. This time it's just some items to grab, but on other occasions, who knows, you might come across a hidden quest. Looks like our health is quite low.
So it looks very Dishonored.
This is because, as a vampire, your health bar
Dude,
also
I'm totally,
represents your
that
hunger
looks
level,
cool.
and you start each night thirsting for blood. Remember,
Just
you
like real
have
life.
to quench this appetite in order to make full use of your vampire abilities and rein in your monstrous nature around NPCs. Otherwise, you may end up draining someone important, which may lead to unpredictable consequences. We'd better feed then. Maybe on someone who is standing all alone. Like this drunkard. Let's grab him and use Voracious Bite ability. Unless you lose control due to hunger, you get to decide how much blood to drink. You can drain just a bit and knock your victim unconscious, or go all the way and kill them. And if you're adamant you don't want to hurt innocent humans, you can drink from animals and some other creatures.
I wonder what the lore is about people
Finally,
remembering.
we are at the cathedral, but it seems to be closed for the
If you
night.
feed on someone,
and the
can you,
entrance
like,
gate is well guarded.
walk by them again?
Let's find
and it's
another
fine?
way in.
Also, how did you not loot that guy? Did you not loot that guy? Yeah, there's a lot of there's some vampiric lores where when a vampire bites someone, they don't
Shadow
remember
Step
the
is not
encounter.
the only vampiric ability
I'm hoping
you're
it's
gonna
like that.
learn during your playthrough. Cohh can also use Plane Shift to scale walls and even ceilings smoothly.
Okay.
This will
Hold up.
allow us
How
to
are you gonna
explore
do, like,
every nook and
sword
cranny
fighting with
of the
this?
cathedral.
Can I be in a sword fight and then warp onto the wall and then start fighting them on the wall? Because that'd be amazing. Holy shit.
Better be quiet. Is that Voyeurs Xanthi? What the hell is she doing here? What is she doing? Is that a ritual for the blood gods?
Who is this voice? Who is Cohh?
They're covering up the old paintings.
Is that Ben Starr?
Why?
It sounds almost like him.
One of the workers must have left it. Seems that the cathedral
But like,
complex is quite
he's making his
big.
voice higher.
Main building, cloisters, inner courtyard. The entrance to the crypt could be anywhere.
I don't think it's him, but it sounds like
Won't get anything done just standing around. Still.
This was a scene investigation, a mechanic we used to
Whoever
zoom
it is, it
in
sounds
on
great.
and showcase key
it's great.
clues.
I really
This
like
time,
his
we had a
voice.
chance to learn more about the vampire's plans. Looks like they're keen to cover up the old frescoes, so that's something we could take a look at.
Oh,
This
cool.
way, we could
Thank you.
learn more about the cathedral's past.
Wait,
Looks like we
Wait.
aren't alone here. Underneath us, there's a group
was
of
that
blood guards,
Maharazi from
soldiers
from
hooked up
Warhammer
on
40K?
vampire blood, which makes them stronger. And one of Brances's vampire allies. It's Xanthi, the
Oh, no, it's
oldest
Space Marine
vampire
2.
in Vale Sangora, and quite a powerful lady.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, is it
Let's
a-
descend and check what's going on.
Okay, it was? Oh, nice. Dude. Okay. That's awesome, dude. He's really good. That's actually really exciting. He was awesome as Marazai.
Don't think I don't see you skulking in the shadows. Come out.
It's a good look.
You're interfering with my task. Who are you?
It doesn't matter.
Very well. I don't have time for interruptions. Let us dispose of him. Quickly. You've withstood it. Fascinating.
Cohh is using his claws to attack when in vampire form. Blood guards are dual-wielding opponents. Their attacks are pretty strong. Of course, even when fighting with claws, combat is still directional. Don't worry, Cohh can still use his sword as a vampire.
You haven't lived long.
Only after defeating all three of the blood guards, Xanthi deems Cohh worthy of a challenge, and she descends to face him. She uses her blood control powers to cast a multitude of attacks, like her blood whips that hit Cohh from left and right.
Is he parrying?
Xanthi is protected by a powerful vampire ability. Once her stamina runs out, Cohh will have an opportunity to strike and deal some damage. But be careful, because Xanthi is quick to counterattack,
Dude,
and she will
so
also
much
try
on the
to
top of the
restore her
screen right
blood.
now. Like,
meanwhile, look at the indicator
three
just
different
below her
bars
health and stamina.
icons and-
It's a timer for the boiling blood skill that you've seen in the CGI trailer. So, if we don't hurry, the timer goes down to 0, and Cohh will eventually explode.
Oh!
And we're dead. Remember, we were only mid-game here, and Xanthi is one of the game's most punishing enemies. Defeating her right here and right now is very much possible, but it would be hellishly difficult. A fun challenge for
So anyway,
hardcore
my initial
players.
thoughts on combat. Way too much camera
And
movement,
we
like way
are
too
back,
much.
And I hope you enjoyed that
and
as
also,
much as I did. Now, I've been lucky
I'm gonna
enough
wait.
to see
We're gonna talk about
this
this later. I wanna hear him.
quite a few times now, and I feel like I get excited over something different every single time I see it.
And you're going to probably watch it again after the stream, aren't you?
Okay, you know me too well.
Okay, so what's your favorite part so far?
So far, I think the day and night cycle, the fact that the same quest can feel so different if I complete in the day. I could be walking into the cathedral, no problem, I meet Suspicious Priest Man.
Florin. Yeah.
That's it, Suspicious Priest Man. But by night, I can't walk through the doors, I have to jump through the rafters, and, well, Florin is nowhere to be found, but Xanthi and her bodyguards are staring me down. It's just so different.
Yeah, and it is just a small part of it, because we could go back, load the game, and try to explore the cathedral without drawing anyone's attention. We could also try to get to Xanthi when she's not surrounded by the Bloodguards. And just like other vampire allies of Brancis, she also has her own quest line. So we could try to explore that and, you know, find out more about her past, her motivations, and maybe even try reasoning with her.
She does not look reasonable. I'm not gonna lie. She does not look reasonable, but she does look scary, so I will do my best to reason with her. That is a great idea. Even within the day and night, the fact that so much can change based on what I do, I think that's really, really fun. It feels like it's gonna be so different each time.
Yeah, with the narrative sandbox, you just weave together all these different stories and create your own unique adventure. So when, how, or if you decide to explore a quest really does matter for you, for your experience, but also for the world and people living there.
Sounds like there's going to be a lot of changes in Vale Sangora, but you mentioned people, and we promised the people, you, that we would answer some of those questions, and I came prepared. So, this first question, I'm going to put you straight on the spot here.
Let's go.
And it comes from, I hope I've pronounced your name right, I'm so sorry if I didn't, Thrassel. And it is the big one, because it talks matters of the heart.
And the boobs.
Will the Blood of Dawnwalker have any romance mechanics? And if it does, how will they affect the story?
Okay, so this is a very popular question indeed, right? So yes, there will be 3 romance options, and you know, Cohh is young, he's going on an adventure, he'll meet a lot of people there, and it's only natural that he can develop some feelings and bonds with other people, right? Of course, it will be purely optional, and it will affect his story, but on a more personal level.
Okay. I can't wait to see people start shipping Cohh. I'm going to be honest, and I will be rewatching this afterwards to see what you're all saying. So, live chat, I need hashtag Team Brentsis everywhere immediately. Sorry. I need it, and I will accept absolutely no apologies for it. But we want to get through these thick and fast. And our next question here comes from Chris, And, very conveniently, it is sort of time-related. So, Chris wants to know, how will players differentiate between a quest that will progress the day-night time mechanic and those that won't?
Okay, so this will be always made very clear to you. It will be marked with this small hourglass icon. You could actually see it in the gameplay a moment ago during the dialogue scene with Florian the priest.
Suspicious priest.
The suspicious priest man. Yeah, so if we chose the confession option, the time would actually push forward, and it works the same with quests. So
I think it would have been a good idea if they
you'll
put
see
these guys
exactly how much time will pass
in a little camera on the right
when you complete
and showed the trailer
any
again
given
in the
quest,
middle
and
of the
even
screen,
part
or what
of
they
that
just showed
quest.
again.
So you can actually make some choices. You can decide on your own, make an informed decision if you want to, of course. And if you just want to explore the world for a while, relax, time will not move at all.
I like that. I was worried initially, would time be something that was constantly over my shoulder, worrying me, ticking away, but it's a resource, right? Not a restriction.
Exactly.
And I think that's so cool because you can choose to spend it, but if I just want to explore Vale Sangora, I want to go for a wander and see, I can.
That's great.
I can do exactly that.
Get it off the screen.
That's how I want
Take it
the
off
time
the
mechanic
screen.
to feel.
If you feel that way, devs, take it off the screen.
Now, we have got so many more
I
questions.
do not
The
want a
list
timer
goes on
staring
and
at me in the
on,
face
but
the
we
entire time
promised
I'm
you
playing
more
this game.
Than just that.
I don't
And
even want to
think it's
think
the
about it
perfect
existing,
time
to be
to
honest.
send people over to those wonderful Rebel Wolves devs to give us a little bit more insight.
Yes, and we will
Even if it's
meet
just a
now
UI
with our
option, right?
Senior quest
like
designer
turn off
Patrick
clock
Fiałkowski and
in the
layout
game
artist
options.
Zanna Suska, who will tell you more about magic. And then our design director Daniel Sadowski and senior combat designer Janek Tyszka will jump into the topic of traversal and then, of course, combat. Take it away, guys.
You know what? I'm really glad that it's daytime.
Really? Why?
Well, because I would just freak out in the woods at night.
No kidding.
Right? Just too many creepy stuff in the dark. But I guess it's a good place to talk about magic.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know about you, but I really do believe in magic. But the kind of magic that we have in our game. So, more dark and ritualistic rather than glowing effects and rainbow auras.
Yeah, that's actually what I really like about our approach. That magic feels dangerous, like something you just shouldn't tamper with.
Oh yeah.
It's, I don't know, more organic. It revolves around blood or heat or the way the air pulses and distorts.
I think it ties to the world itself. Some places just feel different. They're connected to magic somehow or have remnants of it. You will feel it when you enter. Like old spellcasting grounds, cursed sites, they all stand out.
We even build specific cues for those spots, subtle signals that something just not quite right. You'll notice things like moths behaving in oddly mysterious ways, a natural fog, warped light, sometimes even some visual distortions. They are small things, but they will let you know that this isn't just another piece of scenery.
Yeah, okay, stop here, Patrick. Ever get that feeling that someone is watching you, even if you're like totally alone?
Well, just one of the many reasons why I don't like woods at night.
Okay, I think this is kind of the feeling we want to go for in our game. So it's not about what you see, it's about what creeps under your skin.
And speaking of skin, Zuza, I think it's worth mentioning that in order to even cast spells, Cohh has to literally carve runes into his own body, like a twisted tattoo sleeve, which is insane, but also, not gonna lie, pretty metal.
That is pretty metal.
Carving rune into your own flesh is bold, brutal, and there is no going back. But you need to know how to do it right.
Yeah.
And this knowledge is scattered around the game world. So, you go explore, you find forgotten spells, and bit by bit you grow stronger.
Yeah, That's right.
That's a role-playing game. I like it. I'm here for that. Yeah.
One thing I really love about the magic and the spells is that every single spell can be upgraded. So you're not stuck on level 1 forever. And every time you unlock a new tier, it really feels like you're evolving, not just going through the motions.
And it's not a combat-heavy magic system, right?
When you say stuff like that, you
more
need to follow up with
strategic.
why.
Many
Don't
spells
just say
revolve around
the marketing
support,
term.
buffs,
Why
debuffs.
does it feel like
Yeah.
that?
Here comes my next question to you, Patrick.
I'm listening.
Do you have your favorite spell?
Oh, well, there are a few. Rapid Scattering is one.
Mm.
I think it's interesting because it's more of a trade-off.
Oh, yeah.
Cohen's runes beat hard for a moment, and while doing so, Cohen's health replenishes, but at the same time, the maximum HP temporarily drops.
Oh, yeah. Risk and reward. So makes you think twice before you use it.
Exactly. But, you know, we also have combat spells, like Burning Blood, for example, which I think has a really appropriate name.
Totally, enemies start screaming in pain right away.
Mhm.
Their skin breaks out in blisters, and if they die while it's still active, boom, dealing heavy damage around them. Delightful, really.
And nasty. And useful in crowds. So do you, Zuza, have some favorite spells? Besides Burning Blood, obviously?
Well, I think Feral Mind.
Ooh, nice.
Because it's really oddly satisfying seeing your enemies under cast of this spell. Their head and neck start rotting, eyes turn white, and they just snap. Start attacking everything around them.
I really dig the way how we show it visually. They're like wild animals.
Yeah, but that's just the beginning. Because we have even non-combat stuff like Compulso.
These graphics are very
Can
realistic. Oh no,
literally
those are
drag
2 real people.
secrets out from the dead.
For me, as a quest designer, this is really an awesome tool to tell stories. It's always optional, but if you use it, you may uncover different quest branches, gain some valuable info, or sometimes even flip the context of an entire plotline.
What's important here, though, is that Cohen is a Dawnwalker. So he can use those magic spells only during the day.
Because then his runes are active.
It's so weird to me when
Bloody
2
and
people
raw,
talk about something they
but
both
at night they
fundamentally
heal
know about,
because of his
but they
vampiric
talk to
skills.
each other like they're divulging
So
new information.
They become just
But
sparse.
Cohen is a Dawnwalker, I
This
said
is
to
one
the
of
guy
key
who's been
elements
working on
in
the
being a
project for the last
vampire.
6 months
It's
with me.
that they just don't use magic. I mean, even if they're
Like-
powerful creatures, their power comes from a completely different
It's so
place.
weird, man.
I don't know, maybe
I
we
gotta
can
be
say
blunt, I hate
that it's
this
rooted
stuff.
in
It
their
just feels
instinct.
so
Either that,
contrived and
or they absorb
Ugh,
it by draining
hate
another
it.
vampire. So it's really a completely different experience than using magic. And we really want to show what it's like for Cohen to live between those 2 realities, not just visually, but in how he experiences the world.
Also, I'm gonna put it bluntly. Like, when you're telling people about, like, come here for a gameplay trailer, come here for a gameplay reveal, spending 10 minutes talking about the philosophy behind your magic system without even showing, like, barely gameplay, like, that's like, manage expectations. Manage expectations. It's not what you want to do. That's the opposite of what you want to do. The best marketing for this game is letting the game talk for itself. Yes, agreed. To gamers. That kind of marketing you just saw with like the people walking through and stuff like that, that's marketing that's much better towards people that don't play games normally or people that aren't super familiar with games. But like the woman was talking about like basic RPG stuff today. Like we've all done that 1,000 times already. Like that clearly wasn't for us, you know? So I feel like when you have like a gameplay presentation, they should really angle it towards
more than 3 years
gamers, and then they have like a different presentation for like people who are more interested in the other stuff, right? Does that make sense?
It's a brand new game with a brand new world
I don't
and well, brand new characters.
Yeah, we had to figure out everything.
Feels like it's
from
trying to hit too
scratch.
many different
What the
audiences.
game's about, what the world is, who Cohen, our main hero, is, and of course how it all fits together.
Yeah, we really did our best.
These are the
to
combat
create
guys, though.
the
I'm gonna listen to this.
world which feels real.
The city, all the villages, it all feels pretty unique.
Yeah, Svartrau, for example, has this urban medieval atmosphere, which we contrast with quiet villages like Laslia, where Cohen is from.
Well, we also have swamps, forests, mountains, caves, ruins, and everything is there for a reason to, you know, tell the story. I even have my favorite tree.
Yeah, well, the narrative does go deep, doesn't it? And I mean, that wasn't the only thing that was important to us. Every game element had to make sense from a gameplay perspective as well.
Yeah, that's why we had to make exploration both
Yeah,
fun and
they're
intuitive.
selling each other on the thing they're both working on.
Like well-functioning map is a must-have.
Yeah,
like one of them's not
that's
convinced.
What's cool about our game is that even from almost the very beginning, the whole world, the whole map is fully accessible to the player.
That's what I love. You can just
so it's raw
dive
open
into
world.
the world and
okay.
everything opens up.
This is an actual
you can
open
do
world
what
game,
you want to do.
which are actually rare
And
these days.
There is so much to do and there's so much to discover.
Yeah, and not just the settlements, of course. There are other cool places, like shrines, haunted sites, bandit camps.
Hidden monster nests or treasure spots.
Of course, and much more. And I mean, the key is, of course, observation and exploration, if you want to uncover these secrets.
Yeah.
But you never have to go too far before stumbling upon something interesting.
Which is actually the main reason we are here today. Cohen needs to reach those points of interest somehow.
Indeed, and since everything in our game is tied to this duality of our main character, both human and vampire sides of Cohen bring unique elements to the game. Even the way you explore changes depending on time.
Yeah, during the day,
I have some
Cohen
concerns for this system too.
walks, runs, jumps, you know,
Like-
human stuff.
Yeah, but then the night comes and everything
Like, what's going to
changes.
happen when you're wandering around it? Can you switch between the modes easily? Like, how annoying is it going to be walking around in one mode and constantly going like, oh, I need to remember to come back here when I'm a vampire. Oh, I need to remember to come back here when I'm a
So,
human. Like,
tonight,
it's
that's
going to be
when
interesting to
Cohen's
see how much
vampiric
that
side takes over,
that
and
affects
he
it.
gains access
If you can
to
switch really
new
quickly,
vampiric
that'll be
abilities
awesome.
that were
But if
previously
not,
hidden.
Yeah, when we were
I don't know how
first
that's gonna
talking
work.
about what cool things Cohen could do during the night, we were like, it has to feel like you're in the Matrix, you know? You plug in and suddenly you can do all of those cool things.
yeah,
that
like,
you wouldn't be
like
able
okay,
to do
there's
otherwise.
22
Bend
days
reality
left.
to your will.
You have to spend days
which
to
of
like
those vampiric abilities is your
become a
favorite?
vampire.
I think for me it's Shadow
imagine
Step.
so, right?
I think it really
That would make
adds a
sense.
cool layer to the game. And even in the early prototypes, it was just so fun to, for example, traverse the rooftops using that abilities. I would run on a rooftop, jump into the air, shadow step onto another rooftop. It just made me feel real powerful.
Yeah, it's extremely cool.
Wait a second, no,
but
that's not
you
how it
know,
works. They
for
said that's
me,
not how
it's
it
more
works.
of a plane shift.
They said the day-night
The way
cycle's
I can
independent
walk
from
on
the day
walls,
system.
Or walk upside down
Didn't
on
they?
the ceiling. It makes me feel like I'm a hunter sneaking up upon a unsuspecting
They said that time is a resource,
Yeah, and
not
let's not
like
forget about Claw
actually
Ride,
going through
which
time.
allows you to quickly scale down walls or mountain cliffs using Cohen's vampire claws.
How would that work?
It's
I don't know.
also
It's what they
super
said.
effective at surprising enemies.
Yeah, there are so many other abilities. One more, actually, allows Cohen to travel super fast through the valley.
Yeah, that's true. It's a cool alternative to the default fast travel option.
Yeah, and that's what's great. All the different things you can do. You can even solely play as a human or as
on,
a
we'll talk about this in a
vampire.
minute.
It's all up to your preferences.
And that's the beauty of it. No matter the playstyle you decide on, it's all about immersion and the freedom of choice.
And vampires.
And vampires.
Okay. So, yeah, the thing that happened when they first announced this game, they said there's a timer. And me and a lot of people were like, holy shit, are you telling me when I'm out doing my side quests that there's like a timer going down in the background of real time? And like if I just mess around that I'm gonna lose main quest stuff? And they said, no, that's not how it is. Time is a resource. It's not like time ticking down. It is a resource, like a pool, like your mana or health. And you spend your resource when you get to major story events. So like, do you want to progress time? Spend resource. Like the game will ask you when you do. So what that means is that the day-night cycle in this game is probably independent from that. Which is really
You remember
weird.
our first conversations we had about the combat in
Right?
the
Like,
Dawnwalker?
Yeah, I remember
I'm
we
trying to
had this
connect the
very
dots
long
in my
list
head here,
of
but-
ideas and things we wanted to achieve, didn't we?
Yeah, tricky thing, right? Whenever you think of dark fantasy
I
or
don't know.
vampires, very specific stuff comes to mind.
Maybe like Persona? Maybe.
Same goes
Yeah.
for medieval Greece
Maybe.
or
grounded.
Yeah, and we
So you're just
wanted
not high
achieve
enough to understand the
something that
system?
felt
Maybe.
like real
Maybe.
medieval sword fight, where every
Yeah.
swing, every block, it carried weight.
Yeah, it had to be
think you're
challenging for
overthinking it?
sure,
No, I
but
don't think I am.
also
That's the
accessible and adjustable for difficulty levels. And that also makes perfect sense from the story perspective. You know, Cohen was trained by his father. That's all he knows. He never picked up a bow, never trained with axes. Sword is his domain.
As is yours, actually, right? I mean, your real-life sword fighting experience brought a lot to the project, and the idea to add directionality to our game's combat, well, that was a true game changer.
Totally. We wanted combat to be both immersive and cinematic.
Yeah, and it works. I mean, you feel like you are
So
in
one thing
the
about
fight.
the combat
you have to watch the enemy,
is that first of all, the camera moves around way
way
too much.
They
They gotta soften the camera movement, in my opinion.
You cannot just start button mashing. And
But
hope for the
also,
best.
there's a
and when more
cadence.
enemies appear, things get a little bit more
Like,
interesting, don't
hit.
Yeah, combat
Hit.
is designed
Hit.
not only for duels,
Hit.
but
Hit.
for one
Like
versus
there's
many
this
also.
cadence.
So when you are fighting
Because
a
it
group,
slows
they are
up and
smart.
speeds
they are
up.
not just waiting their turn.
And
They
it- and it
swap
feels
around,
weird.
switch positions,
Makes it look janky.
flank you, rotate around you, work together to take you down.
And I think that's what I love the most about our game.
It's bouncy.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
I think the
just
camera is related
look
to that.
cool.
Like the camera kind of like goes
The
in and
combat
out.
is also tactical.
Yeah, we actually took a lot of inspiration
I don't feel good
from
looking at the
tabletop
combat.
RPGs and the question,
I don't like
how
that.
do you want to
I
do
don't like
this?
that I don't feel good
And
looking at the
It's
combat.
pretty funny because at first we thought that
But maybe just camera
complexity
smoothing is all
of
you need.
combats could be a little bit too overwhelming for
Also, maybe
less
zoom the
agile
camera out a
players.
little bit.
Yeah, but then iteration after iteration, playtest after playtest, we managed to find a sweet spot.
I don't know.
Yeah, on
It
lower
just seems like it's
levels,
moving
combat
too
still
weirdly.
requires some focus, that's for sure. But enemies are more forgiving, and you have more time to react.
That was important to us. We wanted the game to be fun to both more experienced players as well as those who just want to focus more on the story.
Dude, please. None of this is a deal breaker for me. I'm just, the thing I'm concerned about is what I want is a better version of
So
Witcher
the
3
combat
plus
at night,
PCD2
As a
combat.
vampire, Cohen gains access to new
But I
options.
hope it's not just a
you can switch
janky
to
mess of
fighting
those
with
two.
claws.
That's my
It's
biggest
still
concern.
directional, but it's more instinctive, more savage. And of course, vampires can still fight with swords and mix sword combat with pure vampiric savagery.
We have even more differences between day and night from the combat perspective.
True, as a human, you can lay down your sword and let the fists do the talking.
A good old fist fight, when you wanna feel the weight of each punch, whether you're taking it or throwing it.
And during daytime, you have access to magic, which is inaccessible to vampires.
Yeah, as a vampire, however, you gain access to new cool powers, blood-fueled ones.
And speaking of blood, in the blood of Dawnwalker, health is, of course, tied to this
Tell me
dual
something this.
day
Tell me
versus
something.
night game.
When you
that
watch
we have.
these,
Yeah, during the
would
day,
you
it's
prefer
simple. Kind of has standard
exactly
health
what you're
bar
watching,
with no
one,
regeneration over
or would you
time.
prefer
During the night,
exactly
blood
what you're
hunger
watching,
kicks in.
except
Yeah,
with both of
his,
them looking at and
health
talking
bar
to the
splits
camera?
into segments, and
One or
once
two.
he drops into the lowest one, the blood hunger fully kicks in.
Yeah, and that's not just cosmetic. If Cohen is hungry and you're not careful, he may even devour someone he cares about.
Okay.
So we have to make sure that
Okay.
it's never vague.
So I'm not going
Player
crazy
will
here.
get
Like, I don't know what it is about this.
Yeah,
It just
and
it feels
unlike
so
daytime,
unnatural. Like no
health
humans ever
regenerates
normally
passively
talk
at
like
night.
this. So it just feels so
But
weird.
only
Like if they were
up to
both
a
looking at
certain
us and
point.
talking to
Beyond
us,
that,
I'd actually be okay with it.
if you want
like, that's
to fully
fine.
recover,
Tell me
you
about
need
your
to
game.
feed.
Sell me your game.
Yeah,
That's
if you
why
want
we're
to
here.
fully regenerate,
But-
you need to drink
Yeah,
human blood.
I don't know. It
or
feels so
animal
weird.
blood, or even blood vials.
There is also an option to drink vampire
I feel like I'm
blood.
snooping in a conversation.
But let's just
But
say
I'm not supposed to be.
interesting things start to happen.
But it's for
when
me?
you do that.
Like I don't know. Makes me feel weird. They're clearly not talking to me, but they are talking to me.
We shared a lot today, but there's still so much more to look forward to.
Exactly so. And before we wrap up, there's one more thing we have to do. Will you do
Someone
the
in chat
honors?
just goes, "Am I AI generated?" Yes. That's what you should get from this. You're actually just an AI, and they're doing an NPC conversation. You're supposed to be snooping on it. The dude is playing a music box. Like it. Well, I'm gonna shut up for a minute. this guy. Just sitting there, he doesn't care. See, the best presentation they could have possibly done would have been a full presentation of the gameplay, what we just saw,
but first,
and then a gameplay outro,
about
and
the
that's
combat
it.
system. We now know that it's directional combat, but
that would have been like
it's focused on.
I would have left so hyped it would have hurt.
Enemies instead of being introverted.
Yeah. So you can immerse yourself in each encounter, observe your enemies, their movements, and what I really like about this as well is that it's very responsive. So you can quickly change your mind and pick a different attack or block or use a skill instead.
I've been lucky enough to play around with it a little bit, and one of the things I really enjoyed about flipping the directional combat, I didn't feel like I needed to spend 6 hours working out how to do it, only to then struggle. It felt so intuitive and so quick to learn, but really enjoyable. It was fast, it was frantic, but it just made each fight worth being in. It was so epic. It was so much fun.
Yeah. We took our time to polish it and just make it, fun and just feel great to play.
Well, it felt it when I got my hands on it, I won't lie. And speaking of well-polished, speaking of epic, that new song as well.
It is a great song, isn't it? It was composed by our in-house composer, Cohh, who is, of course, joined by a team of super talented musicians. And you could actually see him in the video playing this weird instrument called hurdy-gurdy.
Oh, is it the box?
We're going to move on as fast as possible to the questions, because if I have to say hurdy-gurdy,
I didn't know that was what it was.
This whole thing is going to fall to pieces. So straight back to the questions we go. I am still prepared. And the next question for you, Dominika, comes from Professor CGK. Now, this is a really interesting question. We've seen that obviously there's so many decisions in The Blood of Dawnwalker, but will some of those decisions make you more or less vampire?
This is such a great question, and there's so many layers to it because, so first we have the skill trees, of course, right? So you'll enhance your abilities and that will make you, of course, more and more of a vampire. Then we have the blood drinking. You can choose to drink human blood, you can choose to drink animal blood. And I would say that choosing human blood, will make you a bit more of a vampire, get you more to the vampire side, especially that you can also drain blood of some important NPCs. Next, you can skip time and try to play only at night, fully embracing your vampiric side. And there's, of course, the narrative layer. So all the different stories and quests and decisions you have to make and how you will personally
Well, I watch the Borderlands 4 stream later?
but also
Maybe.
what kind of consequences they might bring.
Okay, so Professor CGK, the answer was yes, 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 and yes.
And yes.
Fantastic. Okay, love to see it. Amazing. Next question. We're going to go through as many as we can, and it comes from someone who's actually quite active in our community Discord. It comes from Biggie.
Okay.
So thank you. For
I'm going to
this
wait on
question,
these
Biggie.
questions, and we're going to switch over to
They want
Borderlands
know,
4.
Is there an alignment or a reputation
Okay, because
system
at this
with
point we're
the
just doing
main-
Q&A. Like I can read a Q&A later. That's fine. But yeah, I want to see about the Borderlands 4 stuff. So let's switch on over. Give me 1 second. Just switch that to TV/Borderlands. Oh, here we go. Okay.
It's a dangerous world.
Oh God, it's Randy.
But then there's you.
Okay. No, for the record, there's a bunch of people sponsored to watch this. I am not one of them because I'm pretty sure they heard my jokes about Randy.
You know the legend's real. Okay. The most powerful vaults in the universe are on Kairos. The disruption there makes it dangerous, but as my buddy Marcus says, where there's danger, there's opportunity. You got to find a way in. You are a vault hunter. You will go to Kairos and you will hunt the vaults. Along the way, you're going to meet people who are there and others who have arrived. You're going to find yourself in the middle of a civil war.
I've heard good things about Borderlands 4. Me too. I'm actually pretty excited for Borderlands 4.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Yeah.
Not only can you survive Kairos, but you can become a legend.
Okay.
This is Borderlands 4.
Show me what you got, Randy.
We've been working on Borderlands. I've been working on Borderlands for over 20 years. And this is what it all leads to. We're starting to get pretty good at it. And the team and I are thrilled. Right now, I want to tell you more about some of the features of the game, some of the cool stuff we've built. So I want to bring to the stage one of my dearest friends, one of my closest co-workers at Gearbox, our Chief Creative Officer. Please welcome to the stage, Randy Varnell.
Oh God, it's another Randy. You're multiplying. Ah!
What a great story.
You got a couple of Randys on stage right now.
Hey, listen, I'm excited to have the chance to really get to introduce all of you, not only to Borderlands 4, but these amazing Vault Hunters. So Vault Hunters, World Vault Hunters. Here we go. We've got 4 of them. We've got Vex, we've got Eamon, we've got Rafa, and we've got Harlow. Now, we're going to start with Harlow and Eamon. In the coming months, you're going to get to see us give you a deep dive into those Vault Hunters and all about them. But, you know, we're not going to play them on the streams today, but I think we can give a little sneak peek about maybe a tease?
I want to talk about Harlow first. Look, one of the things for me, my biggest fan, my biggest customer is my wife, Christy. She loves Borderlands, and if I don't make her happy, I'm dead. So, and it's always a fun thing for me to try to guess which Vault Hunter she's going to want to play. Now, normally I might think Vex, because she tends to go with Sirens, but I think she might pick Harlow this time. Harlow is what we call a Gravatar. She has the ability to use science and physics to fight her battles. She can capture enemies in bubbles, slam them to the ground, create explosions, make bubbles jump from enemy to enemy. It's really awesome for crowd control, for area of effect. Harlow kicks ass. I'm pretty sure Christy, my wife's gonna pick Harlow, so I'm rooting for
the
Harlow.
main Borderlands stream has the wrong
Listen,
game.
I'm a big fantasy guy, right?
Yeah.
I like the magic.
They're under
and the
Borderlands
action and everything
1.
like that.
They're not
So
under Borderlands
Eamon
4.
is fantasy fulfillment. That's what it start with him.
Yes.
Look, this dude is massive.
Whoops.
He's jacked, right? Yeah.
I was like,
He's
why are they
what we
not
call
showing
our
up?
Forge Knight, and he starts with 2 axes, a fire axe, an ice axe. And we call him a Forge Knight because he can do a lot of things with his skills to change those axes into other things, into other abilities and all that. Look, if you like to play with all of the abilities of a character, Eamon's for you. I don't want to spoil a lot of that, but you can do a lot with Eamon, right?
Oh yeah, he's an absolute unit.
But let's talk about for a bit. The world is about to get to see a lot of streaming for 2 of our Vault Hunters, Vex and Rafa. Let's start with Vex and take a look at it. Now, Vex is our siren, right? We've got that there. And she leans into kind of some really edgy, dark power. So I really love to call her the Dark Siren. I think that's a good name, right?
I mean, you could just say it. I mean, look, she's a fucking witch, you guys.
For sure. You know, Vex would lean into that too. Vex really believes in that darkness. She really likes kind of embracing the edginess of it. Vex is amazing. As a siren, she mixes the power of the phase with kind of her innate kind of a goth witch sister of that.
Yep.
She calls minions to the battlefield. She brings in Reapers and Specters, kind of small army of them can summon. And if you don't really like the Reaper and Spectre vibe, she's got a pet cat, and I say cat, I mean cat, called Trouble. And Trouble is as Trouble does. Trouble is awesome, and yes, you can pet Trouble.
Good.
I think my main might actually be Rafa. Rafa is dope. Look, Rafa, it wasn't always easy. Rafa was born in microgravity, and the only way Rafa could even stand up, let alone breathe, is with the help of his Tediore exoskeleton. This thing is badass. This armored suit makes him stronger, faster, better than anybody else. He could bring AI-controlled weapons on the armatures.
Well, I just found out my class. Look at that.
He also can control blades.
Funny
that
there.
he can
Funny there.
Swing and chop off his enemies.
Hi, Rafa.
Even go into third person during that blade attack. It's pretty rad watching him decapitate and eviscerate enemies in real time. I love playing Rafa. Yeah, we went nuts on the gore, you guys. It's all good. Yeah, we did.
Look, and as you expect, all of our Vault Hunters have 3 action skills that can be switched at any time during the play. They do radically different things. And so it's like, even if everyone brings, say, Vex to the fight, and everyone picks Trouble as the action skill, you can customize it so much that all 4 players in a co-op game could have different Vex Trouble combinations going on. I think it's the deepest skill tree that we've ever done in a Borderlands game. It's amazing. Team has done some good stuff.
100%. It's you'll find more skills per character than you found in Borderlands 3 and 2 added together. It's a lot of complexity and depth per character. It's awesome, you guys. We're working late on Fridays for you. But look, one of the best parts about Borderlands for me is, I love playing solo because I love looking at every nook and cranny, but we can also play co-op. You can play with up to 4 friends. We can play together split screen on a couch together. We can be connecting to people across the world, even on different platforms for full cross-play support. We made it as easy as possible. I know not a lot of people are doing this these days. We doubled down on the co-op experience. It's the best ever co-op experience. And all new features with a massive open world, instant fast travel to your friends. Wherever they are, instant fast travel to your friends.
Good.
Hey, talking about fast travel, let's get into gameplay a little bit. Talk about some of the new stuff we're doing there. Like the move set in Borderlands 4 just got a massive upgrade.
Yeah, let's talk about that traversal. Look, it starts with the ability to double jump. Now, I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's awesome and it's super fun. So double jump it off, get to new heights. You're gonna reach places you never could before. Also, we added a glide and you can soar through the air. So you can double jump high and then just glide through the whole environment. These 2 moves added together greatly open up the freedom to explore, and we have jam-packed this massive world with tons of stuff to find. Stories in every nook and cranny, little secrets. We know you're gonna try to reach every peak. We know you're gonna try to get to the hard places. We're gonna reward you for those efforts.
On top of that, we've added a new multi-use grapple grabber. This little grapple hook that you always have, you hit the melee button to use it. You can grapple to points that are around the world, and it'll either send you flying into the sky or up on top of a ledge.
So they're predefined points. I thought he was grappling just onto anything.
So if you use double jump, glide, grapple up, you can actually kind of stay
Why would they show this at like 5
quite
FPS?
a while. And while you're airborne, you can shoot your guns. All those billions of guns we have, you can rain destruction down on the enemies from the air, from the ground, and everything. It's amazing. Oh, if that wasn't enough, the grapples can also pull in some explosive barrels and stuff that you can pull in, throw at the enemy for just another tool in combat to really pack a punch.
The sugar wire claw? I know,
We've got tons of stuff. We also added a dash feature, which you can use to instantly slide to the side, forward, back. You can even do it in the air if you're dodging rockets in midair. Avoid getting blasted to hell. You could dash in any direction you want. I have a feeling that a lot of content creators and speedrunners are going to be stacking these moves and breaking the physics system, and I can't wait to see it. It's going to be awesome.
And we haven't taken away what you loved in Borderlands 3. We still have climbing up walls, vaulting smoothly over objects, dashing and sliding across the ground. You can combo together, and I should probably mention this one, dun dun dun, for the first time ever, you can swim. Water is no longer your enemy in Borderlands. You can move through it. We wanted to be sure it was free on that. You know, we used it as a barrier for Borderlands 3 to keep you inside the map, and now we're just, you know, go nuts, have fun.
There are no less borders, more lands, right? Look, we want you to freely explore this beautiful world. The team has worked so hard, created this amazing, awesome experience, and we want you to feel badass while you're working around this place. So the moveset does it. It feels great to use. Kairos is bigger, it's more massive than ever before, and it's a seamless world. So freely explore, no loading, just discover, explore, check it out. Side missions, activities, plenty of loot, tons to do. Lots of loot. We got like crazy. The best.
This is the best loot case we've ever done, right?
100%.
We've added so much stuff, guns and new gear and all that for you to play with. Look, we have more guns and gear than we've ever put in any Borderlands game. And we've also done this. We have tuned the drop rates to be sure that legendaries, once again, feel legendary.
Okay. That's good.
Anytime you see that gold beam, we want your heart rate to pump. We want you to get excited. We want you to, can't wait to open up and look at it what it is. Look, we love to give things away. And in Borderlands 3, we might have been a little over generous with the legendaries. We still have plenty of guns, but blues, purples, legendaries, all the loot is gonna matter, and it's gonna be, we want when you see those beams, we want you to lose your minds again when you see the really, really, really great loot. And yes, they are plenty powerful.
And there's probably, I don't know, there's a bunch of people in this room. I'm seeing hundreds of people here. There's thousands of people watching online. A couple of you might get really, really lucky and see something else. But what we're talking about here are weapons, gear, loot, and guns, and some of our favorite weapon manufacturers are back. Look, this is our world. We spend our time in this, right? So Jacobs, Maliwan, TDR, they're all back. We've also added some new manufacturers.
This
favorite,
one here
Rippers.
is blinking to something.
Rippers have their own guns now. They just shred. It's all about throughput. It's all about rate of fire. Happens to be my favorite manufacturer in the game. We've also got Order. Has their own guns. They're cool. They can charge up. You can fire them single shot really fast, but you charge that beam up, get an aim shot that's really going to pack a punch. Good for boss fights. Daedalus is one of the other new manufacturers. They're cool. Yeah. Thanks for the assist. This guy helped us build. We build digital stuff. This guy helped us build a Daedalus weapon in the real world. It's amazing. All you cosplayers just melt our brains. We can make digital stuff. You're making real stuff. It's super cool. But Daedalus weapons are cool because they can use pretty much any weapon ammo type. So you got a sniper rifle and you're out of bullets, that's fine. Shotgun ammo works. Daedalus weapons are very versatile, super reliable.
And you know, one of the few certainties on Borderlands about weapon manufacturers is they are greedy as hell, right? But that greed in this game is gonna turn to your benefit. For the first time ever, our weapon manufacturers are licensing parts to other weapon manufacturers. That means you can find guns with mixes of different manufacturer parts. So I found one the other day, ready? This is a kick-ass gun. I love Torg sticky grenades, right?
Okay.
Torg sticky grenades are cool. So I found Torg sticky grenades shot from an Order pistol. So I could literally charge up, send a barrage of sticky grenades right at a dude. And then when I reloaded it, it was a TDR reload, so it throws away for an explosion, and it ignites all the sticky grenades.
Oh, was I pointing that down here?
It was amazing. And it just dropped
right
me
there?
the other day of the game.
We haven't even seen all the possibilities.
They're snapping to stills on the bottom pictures. This one in particular snaps to a still every so often.
Maybe
and if you pause, you can actually see it. They're showing something down there, right there. Did you see it? Right there. It was that red thing.
Shit, as it sounds. So we love the grenade button. We love grenades, but we noticed people like to hoard their ammo. So we replaced the grenade button with something we call ordnance. You can still slot grenades in there, but everything in an ordnance slot runs on a cooldown. So you don't have to feel like you hoard ammo anymore. Just use it as you got it. And it's not just grenades. Heavy weapons, rocket launchers, wrist rockets, and throwing knives. All kinds of crazy stuff. Whatever you want, slot it in, and it's right there. It's almost like an extra action skill.
It's really cool. Yeah, just don't count those missiles before they hatch, right?
Well, you guys, we've got a lot of Borderlands, and you're here today, which means you're going to spend time with the game. We have worked hard. We have been cooking.
Yeah, our team is really cooked.
We can't wait to launch it. So you guys know the game comes on September 12th. and you can pre-order now. And we did it, you guys. It's, the price isn't up. $69.99 for the base game, right? That's a big victory.
Super
and I
deluxe
love it because
edition?
I want as many people as possible to be able to enjoy this game. There's a bunch of fun additions. A lot of them come with stuff that we're going to make once we finish the main game, DLC stuff. We've already committed to big premium campaign DLCs. We've also committed to making a couple of new Vault Hunters for you guys. That's playable characters. Something we haven't done for over a decade.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. So
and they're going to charge for them too.
So we committed to that.
Yeah, I've heard about
and
that.
I have a feeling
that's one of the ways I think they dropped the price.
And the more you guys show up with the pre-orders and purchasing the special editions, the more energy we get hyped to put into that downloadable content. The truth is, though,
Randy.
we're landing the main game. We're landing the main game. So later we'll be able to tell you about all the cool stuff we're building.
But our team loves to make Borderlands.
We don't want to stop, and that's up to you. We want to just keep making Borderlands. So we love that you're here. We love that you're watching. We love that you're watching us at home. And we want to show up for you. So thank you for showing up for us. And before we go, before we let you free, I want to show you all, I want to introduce you to all the people that are working on this. We've got some incredible talent working on Borderlands. Like I said, we've been working together. Some of us have been working on this, including myself, for over 20 years. And a lot of us showed up today. We got people working in Quebec City, in Montreal, and Frisco, but we brought a lot of the leads and a lot of the department heads and a lot of the folks driving this process. We brought them here right now, and I want you to meet the Borderlands 4 team. Are you guys ready to meet the Borderlands 4 team?
Yeah!
Borderlands 4 team, come on out, you guys. Let's give it up for them. These guys make it happen. These guys make it happen. These guys make it happen. This is where the magic is. This is where the magic is. Yes. Yes, Anthony. Sam. Oh, you guys. I love you guys. Yeah, yes. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Borderlands 4 team, you guys. Yes. Brock and Jason lugging it out. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Yes.
Let's hear some applause.
Badasses. Woo!
Still going.
Woo. Holy, look at this.
Got a lot more.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Borderlands 4 team at Gearbox. Yeah, give it up, give it up.
That's actually not a big team.
Man,
Good for
you
them,
guys
dude.
have been working your asses off, making some crazy, incredible stuff. I'm so grateful to be on your team, to be able to work with you guys every day. I want to introduce you guys to the leader of this team, our creative director, our champion, our hero. This is Graham Timmons right here. Graham is the best.
I love so much how they're like,
how you
they're
feeling,
like, this
buddy?
is our creative director, the crux of Borderlands.
I'm so proud of this team.
The game that hasn't changed in 20 years, and they just added a double jump as a new feature. Here's the creative director.
The game speaks for itself, so I can't wait for you all to play it.
Heck yeah, Graham Timmons, everybody. And the Borderlands 4 team.
He seems like a really cool guy. Yeah, but I mean, like, I just find it funny. Like,
Thanks
maybe,
for hanging out with
I don't know.
us. Enjoy your day here, and everybody at home, enjoy the streams. Everybody's playing. Check it out.
I think what's funny, it's just funny because Borderlands is known as it's the thing that doesn't change. Like, they never change it. That's what Borderlands is. It's always the same, which is good. Some people love Borderlands, but that is kind of funny to me. You can swim now. That's true. No wonder Cohh's not sponsored. Dude, I'm like the only channel not sponsored to watch this. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm like the only. I think when did I become the brand risk on Twitch? But apparently that's happened. Hey, it's DJ!
Yeah.
Did they just raid DJ?
Yep. Right.
Oh, I hope they did. DJ's awesome.
Lego, Lego. Yep.
Let's go.
That was good.
The reload. Let's go.
This looks really slow.
Yeah, he's held his super down. The one in the middle. Yep.
Okay, what did he drop though? What did he drop though?
Beautiful. Yeah, what's that? What's that? He dropped.
I'm taking it. He got
is that
it's a sniper.
What got this?
How many people play?
This is assault rifle.
Rallying Ragoon or something like that.
This is nice. This is a nice gun.
Huh.
I need to equip it.
Looks kind of floaty too.
Yeah, I have one on me.
Or maybe
right
that's
now.
just his
Has
character.
like 18 ammo.
There's loot over here. There's loot over here. There's loot over here. All right, there's still enemies.
What are they doing?
Yeah, those are ammo. Those are ammo.
Oh, kill order
pretty much
forces.
ammo box. There's another one over here.
Where are these guys? They're at LA at the event right now.
Anybody need one? Oh, hello. Oh yeah. Okay, that's kind of dope. Yeah. So all those. So yeah, there's ammo boxes over there. There's a lot of ammo boxes in here. Ammo.
Shut up. Fight it, my boy.
I was supposed to.
Oh, this is the guy I want to play.
We need a gold key. We need a gold key. We need to find your gold key.
It's gonna be around somewhere.
I mean, it looks like Borderlands.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, you know, I hope it plays awesome, because if it does, then that's all I need for Borderlands.
All right, so
that's okay.
It's in the building.
Play well. Yeah, looks fine. It's fine.
Oh, you think it might be simple?
All right, Chatterino, I think I'm out of here for now. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Watched a couple different things there. And yeah, at this point, I think what I'll do is spread you forth onto Twitch to watch more fun stuff. I will most likely be back a little bit later this evening, I think. Probably, for maybe some Cozy Dune on twitch.tv/Cohh. I may not, though, so we'll see. Because I have a lot of stuff I'm still needing to do. So maybe I'll be here, maybe I won't. But I will be here tomorrow morning and probably here for like the whole day. So I hope to see you here for that. Awesome. How is Borderlands 4 looking? Honestly, okay, so Borderlands 3 I played and I was not impressed. In fact, Borderlands 3 kind of chased me away from the franchise. I found the gameplay lacking. I found the main story one of the worst of a game of that quality and money I've ever played. The humor fell flat with me completely. Borderlands 3 kind of lost me. Tiny Tina's brought me back in. I really enjoyed Tiny Tina's. Jokes landed more. I found it more engaging. Had a good time in Tiny Tina's. Played it beginning to end and even did some of the end game. So when 4 came out, I was like, okay, Tiny Tina's was looking okay. Hopefully 4 is not going to be like 3. Then the guy that wrote Borderlands 3 made some very public statements saying that he found the guy that wrote Borderlands 4 made some public statements saying that he found the characters of 3 cringy and that he wanted the writing of 4 to be darker and more adult. That immediately got me far more interested in Borderlands 4 instantly. And then on top of that, apparently all this stuff coming out where all the previews were like, this game feels good. It's the best movement in any Borderlands game. It's definitely more Borderlands, but it's the best iteration of Borderlands we've gotten. And that's what we've seen over and over from people. It's still Borderlands, but this is probably the best Borderlands has ever been. So right now, honestly, I'm kind of excited. I mean, my last Borderlands was Tiny Tina. I played the hell out of it. We 100%ed it, and I loved it. So I'm if it's more Tiny Tina that's deeper, I mean, dude, I will say this. The most exciting thing for me in that entire presentation was Randy saying that there are more skills in Borderlands 4 than 3 and 2 combined. That for me is the most interesting thing he said at the entire thing. Because I'm like, wow, like, am I going to be able to actually make some like interesting, fun, deep builds? Because one thing I love about Borderlands is farming the loot, but a lot of times I'd feel like it would kind of fall on my own deaf ears because I'd farm all this loot for a class that's kind of, not that interesting. But if they have really interesting classes and then like specialized loot to farm on top of those interesting classes, that's how you get me playing a game for a long time. So yeah, actually, I'm pretty excited about Borderlands 4, and I hope that it's going to be fun. So now, yeah, somebody just said, what do you think about the new TOS stuff? I'm going to be blunt, as I don't know enough about that to really give you any kind of educated feedback on it. I did hear that they did some weird stuff with the TOS that made a lot of people angry. I will look into that more, so I actually know what I'm talking about, and we can talk about that more later. But yeah, I'm not sure what that whole thing is. I heard it's pretty murky, but we will, of course, figure that out before launch. Okay, I got to go. Thanks for being here. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bring on the wall of good vibes.
Down again. Not a lot I could do. I was in a menu.
That doesn't sound good. Oh God, what is this? Oh, what? Ah! Oh, that's a trick. It's my life now. I live here now. Oh God. Oh my God!
How can you see without eyeballs? How can you walk around without a brain? Some things no one can answer. I'm going now.
Oh, what is this thing? Ooh! Pretty sure there was another guy in here. Oh, Jesus Christ!
But you always gotta check your six.
Yep. Yep. Oh, come on! You're so fast! No! I didn't loot him! Damn it! Ugh! God damn it! Solved itself!
Oh! Oh! Ew. Oh!
He sounds like Michael Jackson. Oh, time for a break, and then I just drill him in the face with my balls. Yes, I'm running away. Do you mind explaining why you hit me in the face with your balls? I found some salt. Oh, if I ever need salt, I can just get it from chat. Yeah, we thankfully chat is a salt dispensary. Yeah, it's pretty easy. See, watch this. Last of Us 2 was the best game ever made. Cyberpunk 2077 will probably win Game of the Year this year at the Game Awards. Man, I'm super jazzed about the new Ubisoft NFTs. There it is. There it is. Okay. Awesome. Thanks, chat. I'm gonna go pop some popcorn now. Start process. Oh, no! Oh, no! 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 Oh, God, no.
Aha! I have you now, my pretty.
Nice one. I wonder what would happen if I tore the leg off this thing.
Guybrush.
What?
Come over here.
No way. I'm not that stupid.
Ah! Okay, that's not fair. Moses Poe, I appreciate it. Buddy. Oh my God, are you serious? Oh, no! is it? Are you serious? He blew me up! Oh God. Did you just restart my computer? Dude, I disabled the button. How did you do that? Okay. Oh, did you hit the reset button? Oh my God. Son of a bitch. All right, 1 second. Is it actually starting up? Okay, it's starting up. Man. Freaking cat, y'all. I even went into the power settings and made it so the power button does not turn off the computer. Man, I'm glad that happened before. Okay.